How are you?
Good, good. All right.
Alright.
Oh, you're already into the sharing. Awesome, sweet.
Yep. How does it look?
It's fine.
Cool.
It's what I need it to be. Okay, this is not gonna. Okay, there, that's better. But then I can move. Can I move my Discord? Can I like access Discord? No, I can't. Okay, that's fine. All right, go for it. I'm just sorting Yu-Gi-Oh cards until
Oh,
the
don't
match
worry. I'm
starts.
playing Fate Grand Order while we wait.
Oh, you play FGO? All my friends play FGO IRL, and they like bug the shit out of me in order to play it. They just say like people are bae and stuff like that, and they have like really good teams, blah blah blah.
I don't have a great team. I just play mainly because I enjoy it and I
Same.
enjoy the story and shit like
Yeah,
that.
they do that. Are you a FGO person? Like, do you watch like not Fate Grand Order,
Yep.
but like the show? Okay.
Yes.
I
Yep. I've seen Fate Zero, Fate
I
Stay
haven't seen
Night,
any of
and
it, but all I
Apocrypha.
know is that Saber's bae, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Fucking
pretty
hate
much.
Saber.
I
So
mean,
effective.
currently my favorite is Ryogi Shiki, though that's mainly because I'm watching her anime right now, The Garden of Sinners.
Oh,
Uh,
okay, okay. I'm watching like Cooking for Emilia-san or some shit. I don't
oh
know.
yeah,
I don't know what it's called, but like it's
it
what
the
I'm
food
watching.
porn, the
Yeah,
food
it's
pores.
not as ridiculous as Shokugeki, to be honest. It's more honest.
Oh, okay.
It's more sincere. Like, oh wow, this is actually pretty damn good. Wow, I really like the food that you made. Wow, it's really good.
Yep.
Versus like, oh fuck, kaboom, and it's like, all right, sure.
It's like, oh fuck, let me orgasm all over these ramen noodles.
Like Jesus Christ, man, chill,
I know,
chill,
right?
chill. Like even Gordon Ramsay doesn't go nuts like that. God fucking damn it.
The most he ever says is, finally, some good fucking food.
I'll start rendering stuff after this session because I'm kind of tired.
Yeah, there's no rush.
I'd say that.
Alright.
Oh, is this my bulk? Holy shit, I have monsters in here. Why? Or traps in here?
Do. I've I currently have two Ahri pages that I settle on.
You need to
Ironically, they.
adapt. You need to get into the habit of adapting as you go.
Yep, that's pretty much what this is
That's
for.
not what I mean. Like what I mean is like you should just have one. Like I have one rune page and I don't. I just modified that specific rune page. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like
Like
it's so
one
that
rune
you.
page only.
Yeah, like like as if like you had like how accounts have like two rune pages when they start, like if you're
Yep,
making a fresh grind to 30 or something, from 30 to unranked challenger,
yep.
excuse me, or whatever. Your goal is to just like you're always adapting your runes like at the beginning of the match. So like you just have one empty page and you just adapt on the fly. And I always
Alright.
reset it, and then the only time I don't change it is if like I have the same champion picked. Maybe I'll change something, maybe I won't.
Right. Alright, I'll try to work on that.
It's just
I already don't like our
there
team.
is a reason why, and it's just it's what we call discipline. You can't be lazy about that stuff. I just coached a Draven player who was from Oceania, and he just had a habit of not healing his ADC, so that was really bad, and I had to scold him for it. Other than that, like it was fine. He had like three
What do you
opportunities.
mean I have to help my support or
Oh my
AD
god, it
whatever
wasn't
it
just his
was?
support that he could have saved. He could have saved his jungler in a 1v1 duel too. The heal actually would have been enough, because then he would have killed him, and then Kane would have gotten Triumph. Because Kane was running Triumph. And it was like crazy. Because he's running Coup de Grace and Triumph as Blue Kane, so that's like standard.
Yeah.
Alright, so your matchup is pretty straightforward. Oh no, it's a Z matchup. So I'm sure you faced this matchup countless times.
Oh yeah. This is the matchup where I cry.
I've already talked to you about this matchup, but this time we just want to see what you've been working on. I'll double check in just a moment. Quick tip is only for you to take celerity if you feel like this is a match where you can roam. In my opinion, here's what I'd say. Yes. Because their Lux and MF are pretty immobile, but they also have abilities that can A, slow you, and B, stop you. So you need that extra move speed to help you dodge. Second,
Right.
okay, now they just pick Rengar. Now it's all the merrier to take it. Here, Gathering Storm is fine. You might poke very well, but Gathering Storm is fine. Always take Gathering Storm over Scorch. Turns out I've actually done damage on Scorch and tried to proc it. It's not that
Mhm.
much, dude. Like it really isn't. It's like that by the end of a 30-minute game, you'll deal more damage with Gathering Storm. Like trust me on this. Like
Oh yeah.
it does it's so minimal. Like if you really like if you're a support, it makes sense, but even then, Gathering Storm is always superior to anything.
Yeah, I like
Uh,
Gathering Storm, but everybody yells at me for it. It's like, oh, if
this is
you're,
fine. It's
if
fine. You have to
yeah,
switch. Normally I would take Exhaust here, but it's up to you entirely. So Ignite's fine too.
I
Because your
want to
team,
kill people.
yeah, you have to. You just have to make it work. So it's fine. The strength of your team comp lies in your ability to come and catch people. You have to be ready to roam, and I'm gonna be paying attention to that, as well as being ready to answer jungler. Are you still there, Alec? Oh my gosh. Uh, hello? Hello?
Hello.
Okay, try again. Try
Yeah,
triggering again.
hold on. Do. Okay, let's see if that works. Hopefully, that was just so weird. It just randomly kind of like was like, here, let me just crash, and then all sort of coding just popped up on my screen. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Have you ever had that problem?
Sometimes. Oh, wait,
Yeah.
it goes to my other monitor, so there we go.
I think maybe it was because I accidentally bumped my computer or something. I don't know. Oh, thank goodness I'm not behind.
No, the game just started.
Meh, I need white noise. If I don't have white noise in the background, I can't focus. You can see my screen, right?
Yes, you're fine.
Okay, good.
Here in this matchup, I would have advised you not to take the secondary tree of masteries. I would have
Hmm.
advised you to take
Resolve.
yes, and the reason why is because of the burst damage that they present from their team. But that's pretty
Yeah.
much it. Alternatively, inspiration for magical. Actually, no, inspiration would not work out very well. Actually, no,
Nope.
it would if you take stopwatch.
Hmm.
Um, take stopwatch and cosmic insight, but that's more utilitarian
I've
based.
never liked Cosmic Insight. I don't know why. I
It's the
just,
only one that you can opt. DMAT. You could take DMAT too to help push against that.
yeah.
That's your other option. It also allows you to push the wave. Like you will have lane priority at all instances because you deal more damage to caster minions that you will one shot the back line. You know,
Yeah.
or the
The
front
funny
line
thing
if
is,
that's
I've
available.
tried Minion Dematerializer consistently on Ari
Just call it
before.
DMAT. It's a lot faster.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you use the D, yeah, no, I've seen
Yeah,
like
but
it just
the
depends.
problem is it just doesn't work on Ari. She still can't clear it until level 9,
Yeah,
which
no,
really
that's the
sucks.
point. Like Zed has the same issue. Okay. All right, I would not have opted for that auto. Very good control. Get ready for level 2. He's gonna hit it too. Close. That's fine. Wait till you get some last hits in first. Okay. Be patient on your last hits. I see sometimes you're auto-attacking them too early. That's it. So the most part, this is a normal laning phase. Try your best because the more patient you are, the more likely you will keep the lane where it is. Because then he has to keep walking up. Just try to, yeah, see, look at this. Look how much damage you're doing to him. He's out of pots, so you're forcing him out of lane. And you still have a pot. Excellent play
Right.
by you, but please just be patient on your last hits because the whole idea, now don't throw the skill shot when you're there. Drive him into a corner, then throw the skill shot. When you hear that, what's his name is on top, you can go a little bit more aggressive. Yeah, Rengar
Right.
just got 2 kills, but you could have pressured Zed right there for CS. He's about to last hit it, hit him, you know? Just
Hmm.
keep thinking about that. Okay, you can't use his WQ anymore. You can just try to threaten him for CS. Keep tabs on CS. Count yours, his. So he's ahead of you, in which case you could have been ahead of him. He's not scared to CS. Okay, that's fine. Be very careful. It's fine. Rip that one. Cool. Great time to back would be now. Just get your items, move forward. Probably go for Ludens this game, yeah? Like the standard
Hmm.
build. Once you get Ludens, you can get a control ward, and then just straight back to lane. Doesn't seem like there's a kill potential anywhere. There's defense potential, but not really any kill potential. Zed is gonna back right now too. So you're gonna lose like part of the wave, but that's fine. It's not like it's the end of the world. Be ready to control ward your right side, because he will be coming from the right side, because his blue is coming up. So you can push this wave out and then move to contest if he doesn't, like, get away safely. Good. Yep, right there. Okay. Alright, if you miss the charm, yeah, it's game. Because
Hmm.
he's super strong.
I also fought. He had 6.
No.
Oh.
That whether or not 6 would also make you die faster, actually, because
Mhm.
he'll gap close and then you'll do the thing, but he's not gonna do it
Yep.
and you'll see you'll be aware of it.
Yep. I was just too slow. Too slow.
That one was a mechanical error, not a decision making error. Warding is fine, it's just that not landing your skill shot is really bad. So
I honestly forgot it was even Rengar for half a second. I'm like, oh yeah, right. Shit.
this is a really weird roam, but it's fine. Just drop a ward in there. Yeah. Okay. You do not need to flash for that. Don't flash for don't flash for any kills at the moment because they're gap closing champions, and you don't have ulti. Like I said, be patient. Just push out your wave because Zed is thinking about backing, so you just shove this wave out. Okay, if he doesn't back, that's fine. He just eats that. Okay, weird. Cool. Okay, you should run. This is a flash. It's fine. Let bot lane snowball. So like when you're behind like this, like, oh, what can I do, right? See who's winning, right? And we can tell that the only way you guys can win this is if you guys power push bot lane. MF's probably like boosted or retarded or something, probably both. What you can, yeah, she's building Conqueror. She's losing the game for yourself. Try to get to the lane as fast as possible, and then hope that they get that tower. He's kiting in between his autos. This is like a base race to hell. Looks like they got it first. You need to shove your lane all the way and then just like try to recuperate around bot lane. Alternatively, if they back all the way, you can suggest for them to switch to mid while you switch to bottom. Because their bot lane will be inherently weaker, and you are inherently decently stronger than them, like decent. So instead, you just kind of translate whatever strength you have, whatever strength they have, and just fight. So push this wave out, and it looks like they're just you can ask for them to do it. Limit yourself to 3 control wards. You have enough. Just place them whenever you find it safe to. Looks like you can't rotate bottom right now due to the massive push. So instead, just push out this mid lane. Watch top lane. Back up, back up. Don't. When you shove it, don't like go overextend like that. She's just clearing wards. That's fine. You can stick with your team. It's a good idea to start grouping together. You know. You want to ward your left side. Oof. Right in the Bokoro. Okay. Just push out the wave again. A lot of this is just lane priority. Kill. Do not get caught by the ulti range. Like if you get hit by a WQ, he's gonna ult for sure. He's gonna W ult Q. So don't throw wild trumps under tower either. Just let him. Fiddle can poke because it's point and click, so he doesn't miss, and then it threatens the wave. You just need to shove the wave safely and just back up. That's fine. Nice heal. Over the wall, ward on the left side with the bush, and then take that route that you were traveling. Well, not that word, but I meant like the other bush, but that's fine too. Yes, that way. Good. No, that way. Yeah. Take that route back to safety. You might even have to go a different route. Ask for assistance. If Fiddle's ulting in, go. That's actually a really good ult. Oh. Okay, when he got the fear, you should have landed the charm right away. He dies. That's fine. That's fine. Get an assist.
I just don't have damage.
Right, but then the charm would go on right away, right? And then when he decides to ult, you can ult away towards tower. And then he's under the tower. And then at the same time, you're ulting towards your tower, and then Lux shoots her ult like to the left, like where she shot you. Because you jumped straight into her ult, and you have no way to dodge it because you already casted your ult initially. And then if you jump towards tower, she can actually have a chance to miss.
Mm-hmm.
You have 2 things to dodge, and then you have a chance to dodge one of the 2 things, but one of the 2 things does just as much damage. So instead of taking all the damage that you did take, you would take less.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see what I mean when I replay it. I'll freeze it.
Right.
11 minutes in. Okay.
Yeah, because I just panicked. I'm like, I don't fucking know. Move somewhere.
This is more this is, oh, what the heck, this is an E. This is going to be more towards a defensive style game, which means that I think that your next item after your shoes, aside from Tabi's, would be Zanya's. Hourglass, defend yourself. There are 2 things that you can block with it. Not just the Zed, threat, but Lux ulti too. Don't do this. No. Oh my god, you're so fucked. Unless Pantheon comes, but it's not going to be fast enough. If he can jump, okay. Okay, flash Zed, okay. Remember to ping and time it. And that's it. It's 17-17. Just like tell them 17-17 ZF, something like that in chat. Be very active on that kind of stuff. Don't be lazy. It's very important that you know that kind of stuff. Because now in 42 seconds, if you see kill potential and you truly think you can kill him without messing up like for a split second, do it. Because you know he has no flash. All he has is shadow, in which you could predict his shadow. Play around your teammates. You can play backline Ahri and just peel for them. Anybody gets on Lucian like Zed, just charm them. Renekton jumps in, charm him, etc. etc. No initiations, but play a counter initiation like this. So he's getting charmed on. He's fine. Take a lot of damage, but he'll be okay if you're next to him. They're all regrouping. This is a very awkward. Okay, this is really bad. Now he dies. Yeah. You may have to ult over the wall. Yeah, that's fine. 2. Take the speed buff. It's fine. Ult and then charm. That's fine. Man, that ulti is a very long distance. You die to ignite. It's fine. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, the fear. Oh shit, he's cornered. Unless he gets into a bush. Alright, he's cornered. Whoa, lo, 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 lo. Oh shit! The fear is bouncing E. Boing. Oh, Oh, silence. Auto. E. E, Garen. Spin like your life depends on it. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Alright, Lucian cleaned up my African American. Fucking Jesus. This game is rough. Try your best to just
Ah,
continue to play scavenge mode for last hitting. And then, like I said, after you get your Ludens, just go straight into Shoes and Zanyas. Just play pure
I'm
defensive.
ready to cry now.
Notice that your secondary tree, though it sounds like it's a weird thing to nitpick on. It really doesn't help you because you're not getting a takedown. You know what I mean? Like you
Hmm.
haven't killed anything enough to maximize its efficiency, so it's as if it's a dead rune. That isn't to say that's the reason you're losing. That is just one of the things that could factor into a more defensive laning phase because these are aggressive style players or champions inherently.
Yep. I just like the mana and cooldown refund.
Yeah, no, I get the usage of it. Don't overextend too far, but just because Pantheon's nearby, oh god, you're dead. Yeah, you can't extend too far because if you get cornered and you throw a wild charm, it's kind of donezo. Safely take as much farm as you can. Try not to take too much jungle farm. Wolves are the best. Like just one camp at a time is fine. Just play patient. Still winnable, but it also is losable depending on what you or your team does. But the more Spudsy, it's a really funny name. That reminds me of one of my challenger friends. Huh. Remember, because like even if you die and your team is still doing fine, you're still in the game. But if your team is doing bad and you're doing bad, you may or may you be your probability of winning is like slowly diminishing. So just keep that in mind. If Lucian wants to keep farming, right, and you can't get a last hit, don't flame him for it. He's 5-1 and you're 0-5. Instead, focus on what you're gonna be playing this style called low econ. It's a top lane kind of style. A lot of good top laners know about low econ. Some mid laners are good for low econ, such as Malzahar, because all he has to do is press R no matter how low gold he has. So your style is gonna be simple. If anybody gets onto your Lucian, just charm him. But your goal is to not miss the charm like that. That's really delicious right there. That's very good. Don't go over ham on it though. If you land it, that's great. If you but don't try to kill the target. You don't have damage. You acknowledge this information. So be aware of your own your own damage because you can try, right? But it didn't do anything. So don't over because if Lux was there and she flash charmed you and you already ulted in place basically, you would have died because then Zed could just turn it with ulti. You protect them by keeping them alive, like just like, oh, I charmed him, did some damage, that's good enough. Just play it slow, wait for Lucian to respond if he chooses to attack or not. Because the entirety of that siege was to just clear the wave and then proceed on to take the tower. You accomplish that by preventing Zed from using his spells to deny the wave. Sure, Lux destroyed a majority of the wave, but we did get what we wanted to go for in the first place, which is the tower. Nice, good job. Just keep that in mind. Your entire style of play will be ruined by how your team performs, etc., etc. Cause like playing Ahri as an assassin or a killer is not like it's not. It's just one kind of dimension in playing mid. You have to know what different mid laners do. That's why Taric mid is a different style of mid. You know, it's a supportive style.
Yeah, I saw that, and I'm like,
I mean,
I would
you
do
can
it
either
if it was
adapt or you
sold.
can choose not to adapt. Just keep in mind that you don't have to follow how the meta goes, but you have to follow how your team goes. If your team decides that Lucian is the number one person, then play around the Lucian. Don't be like just because he's ahead doesn't mean you are ahead. Because if you were losing this game, in fact, like you could lose this game at any minute simply because you just die too many times to actually be relevant. So it's bad. Like I said, play it slow, cover Lucian's tracks, follow him, etc., etc. Any champion could be played like a support champion. Obviously, different champions have different styles of supporting. It's fine. You're alive. That's all that matters. 5 seconds. Be patient. There you go. That's a turnaround ulti. Good damage. Good damage. Get ready to charm for anybody. Nice charm. Nice charm. Good fear. Good fear. Just by oh. Oh, if you could just get a flash. Oh. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. 4 seconds on charm. 2, 1. Just charm. Just charm. Don't flash. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. That's really good. See? Really good stuff. You didn't jump in. You did not. You ult in to protect your own life. Then you chose to like play defensive. Just play around the man who is gonna win. Allow yourself to be carried. This is a tactic that a lot of diamond players refuse to acknowledge. Just letting you know.
Hmm.
Like just because someone is 55 and 0 doesn't mean you have the ability if you're like 0 and 12 to like go in ham too because you're not as strong as him. He is the team. But if he remember, that's why if he dies, you can lose a lot. Like yeah, you died and you lost mid. That was because they 2v1'd you, sure. But if he was mid and he died too, then you did for sure lost the tower and like half the HP of their next tower because they're like, oh, there's nothing that can stop us now. Keep him alive. Yep. I don't know what it says on chat because it's a little blurry, but whatever he says, fuck him up, Lucian. I think he says, yeah. Just keep him covered. He's going the wrong build, which is disgustingly bad. But that's, I mean, you're not in charge of his build. You're here to focus on yourself. Just do what you can. Don't go for kills. Don't go for kills. Play it slow. If you need to flash and you think that there's something to happen, don't flash to make a play. You don't have the damage to, unless you believe you do. But I personally don't believe you do. Flash to
Oh, Ahri is just useless when behind. It's okay.
flash to defend. Like what I mean, I don't mean like flash to body block anything. Like flash to guarantee that you land the charm and the renekton. That's why it was really important I say use your charm like this. And it's why I advise you to max your charm second. Now because it lasts longer, yes? Use it to peel for Lucian more. You are now a utility build. Fuck, that's retarded. Oh my god. Alright. Now that's a little bit of a, that's quite something. Oh, that's pretty scary. Get ready, okay?
Yeah. See, the reason why I didn't bother maxing charm is because they can just cleanse away from it, and it's hard to land on any of these people. So I'm just like, eh. I feel like I could just do more by having.
Holy shit, dude. Oh my god.
I just feel I could do more by maxing W than charm,
Not
since
that.
charm
I didn't mean
is
for you
hard.
to be careful on that. Don't do max range charms. Do pure defensive charms. If they come in, you charm. Don't zone them with your charm because if you miss it, there's nothing left to stop the guys. Like Pantheon's W is the only thing, but that forces him into a bad position and could kill him because he's squishy. Keep your eyes on the back. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's fine. As All Might says, holy shit, toda. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's fine. Good job. Okay, so here's what I would have advised. When you chased the Zed down in the river, I would have advised you not to do that because he can turn it around. You have to be aware of whether or not he had his ulti. So it was it was like you didn't see him use it, and I didn't see him use it. So you kind of just assume he has it. So if you keep chasing, you can't peel for Lucian. Also, if he shadows back and flashes forward and then ults the Lucian, you're too far, forcing you to ult backwards, etc., and getting it. You know what I mean? So don't over chase. Like that was what I called an over chase. Like yeah, you're trying to rush him out, but you don't deal enough damage to be a threat to him, and he knows that. You're 1-6 compared to whatever his score is, but it's a threat. And to counter argue against your cleanse thing, no one in their entire team has built a QSS because they don't deem you as a threat. Because they know that you like, oh, what is she gonna do? She does no damage. They've built all armor. You tab, you see it, take advantage of it. It's too late to well, it's not too late to max charm. You can just throw more points in it just so you get a longer duration. Sure, they can cleanse it, but the thing is, that's only one thing. Remember that you have.
Well, one thing that I've seen some Ahri players doing is free points in W and then charm, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Sure. I don't know if people do that or not, but if they do it and you want to do that, sure. Just my gist is that you are behind. It's good to max charm here, simply because your goal is to protect the Lucian. You can still win. You can win this game. Like it's in your favor, but it can turn because they are taking towers. They are able to kill you, etc., etc. You just have to play it smart. Don't get overzealous. Okay, the Pantheon's going in. Get ready to defend the Lucian. Okay, that's actually a really good defense. It's really awkward. Oh, nice charm actually. Okay, back out. Good. Okay. Don't flash
Ah!
in. It's fine. Don't flash in.
I am the worst Ahri ever.
Don't flash in. Don't worry about it. be patient. Just be patient. Clear the wave. This can spell the end of the game right here. Okay. Just put points in charm, and then if anybody comes, just snare or charm them. Don't let them jump in. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Tower, tower, tower. Hurry, tower. Oh, that's fine. He can dash away. That's good. 2 seconds on charm. Get it. Oh my gosh, it was so close. Cooldown reduction is pretty important. That's a good flash. You won't be able to kill him. Just live. It's okay. Recall safely as possible, then answer bot lane. Purchase your, what's the name of that? Fiendish Codex, and then go, cause it's in Zanya's. And then run to bot lane. I would have
I
purchased
want the
Fiendish Codex.
stopwatch.
I would have purchased
Yeah.
Codex for the 10% CDR.
Eh.
Sure, I mean, yeah, stopwatch is fine. It's just that, like, the 10% CDR is, just so you can get more charms off. That
Yeah.
matters more to me than this the codex. Here's another reason why. I truly believe in your ability to reposition yourself with your ulti, not to use it aggressively but defensively, so that you don't have to use the stopwatch. That's why. Like, can you trust yourself? Like, I trust you to do it because I just have that much faith in you. It's a little bit of a high standard, but it shouldn't be too hard to expect it. Now this is the different story. He's kind of go for you. This is definitely one of those times. Run towards Fiddle. Run towards. Oh, they're going up there. Just Fiddle's down. Save the Fiddle. Go that way, yeah. You got this. Oh shit. Holy shit. Oh, okay. Okay. Ward that bush. Safely. Just ward that bush. So that you don't know if they're gonna cross over or not. Fiddle's gonna die. Fiddle's gonna die. Fiddle is so gonna die. Okay, sure. Top lane. Go back to answer top. Safe recall, answer top.
I'll tell you this much: you have more faith in me than I sure do.
Thinking emoji.
Yeah, I know, right?
Also, it's about to be 30 minutes, so Gathering Storm has 3 stacks on it. Just letting you know. Like, so it's gonna have 3 stacks on it soon, but it's already got 2, so like it's fine. See?
Mm-hmm.
Just be aware that it's always better. And when you're behind, what is Scorch gonna do when you deal no damage? Don't
Yeah, I
forget.
know, right? I honestly wish Scorch had an AP ratio.
I believe so too. I believe in that comment too. I also believe that Gathering Storm should be 5 minutes instead of every 10. But it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. The only thing that Riot Balance team sucks at is just like general bot lane shit, but it's whatever. Alright,
Bot lane in 2018, am I right?
oh my god, this meme got back alive. It's still alive.
Yeah, I know, right?
So
Have you noticed that every single year it's an
bot lane has
bot
like some
lane
kind of
meme?
problem. Don't touch that. Oh well, he touched the ward. It's fine. Charm. Bad
Oh my
shadow.
god.
Bad shadow. You can live. You can live. That's fine. Just be ready, okay? 3 seconds on charm. That's fine. Flash on Zed. Ooh, you need to get out of there. That's fine. Keep yourself alive first. Good really bad teleport actually. He's dead. Escape. He dies. He dies. If he dies or fights, he dies or fights. It's not your call. You can't follow this up. You will die. Like there's too many things to dodge. There's too much damage to handle, etc. etc. Just push mid or recuperate. Get some vision again. Do what you can, but in order of how you play this game, it's very safe. Like you can't really go for those high risk, high reward plays. Not anymore. Can't gamble when you're already in debt. Is what I'm trying to say.
Which is what I always do. Feels bad,
It's kind
man.
of ox, yeah. I feel yeah. Sometimes I gamble when I play Yu-Gi-Oh too, in the sense that like I make a really big investment in cards and then boom, something happens and you lose all the money.
I don't like
Don't fight.
this.
Don't fight. Just you cannot fight like with the stats that you have now. So instead, I believe you have Zanya's, yes?
Soon.
Okay, just get it. And then you have room. Just wait for the control word. Wait for the control word. Just get a control word. Reward up Baron. You want vision in that area. This is the time in which your opponents may choose to do the Baron. Like it's a time like you know what I mean. Like both sides are wanting to do Baron at this moment. Okay, hopefully he can make it out. You can get to. Okay. Lucian dealing damage, tons of damage. Oh my god, he has to live. Just join the fight. Don't worry about warding right now. Just join the fight as much as you can. Dash forward. That's super bad. Oh, the dodge. Just let him lifesteal. Let him lifesteal. Don't clear the wave. Let him lifesteal. Try not to clear the wave. If he jumps in, you have the charm ready. Just do what you can. Clear vision. Max your charm. Good. Keep your eyes on him. Cover him. Cover him. No, no. Yes. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, fuck. She's not gonna ult. That's good. Lucian might be down, but you're not out yet. You're almost out. Stop. Recall. 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 Don't fight. Don't fight. Just control it. Ping him back. Just recall and go bottom. Massive wave building up. Don't let those things crash. When you went forward right there, you saw I saw that you attacked a player on the left side of you when you should have been defending on the right side, which is Lucian. Rengar jumped in and then kills Lucian. Yeah, Lucian was snared, but like you can still defend because like Lux was running away, so you got this. It's fine. This is a good way to get some money for yourself. You know, some EXP, some cash. Um,
I'm on welfare currently.
yeah, pretty much. Fucking IRS taxed and shit. Jesus Christ. Get that.
Thank
fucking-
goodness this siege minion will let me buy a cup of ramen noodles.
Jesus Lord. Get some food stamps up in here.
I just got a can of water.
Sacrifice on dragon is fine. Be very careful. Just take this wave and then recall or back safely. Focus on your next item. Whatever you typically build is like fine now because it's around that time. Like it's okay for you to buy something whatever you're comfortable with purchasing. I don't typically know what you'd buy. What is it, Morello's or something, right? Or yeah.
Nah, not in this case. They don't really have much healing.
What
Everyone seems to be going Gunblade now for whatever reason. So
I think that you should build. Let me throw an opinion on this one.
this is pretty much all of the shit that people build now.
I'm looking at pro builds right now. It
Yeah.
looks like a decently fine item for you to build is something that Aether was built into. Not Lichbane, please. Not again. Just build Void Staff or Death Cap. Oh God. Build some pen or yeah. Actually, you should build some Magic Pen. Build Morellos. Get out of there as soon as you can. Fuck, that's fine. That's fine. Is Lucian still alive? That's good. He can't walk. He can't walk. No, don't build the Gunblade. Build Morellos. Build Morellos. I'll tell you why. Health. Just because he gives Magic Pen, that's not the reason. Health. You need some HP. The pen is side benefit. It gives very good HP. And then you could argue, oh, why not just build Rylai's? But then like Rylai's is kind of like really awkward because you gotta land all your shit. But right now we're just playing Charm bot.
Yeah, but doesn't Rylai's help us land said charm?
If you land your other shit, yeah. But you're more towards. I mean, you could build either or both. But you're very utility based this game. Very defensive based. So Rylai's second or first right now, but I feel Morello's is better because this is the part where you'll be needing a little bit of damage, like just a little bit of damage. Rylai's gives damage too, but not as much as the other one, so it's fine. You're also not running cheap shot, so it's not maximized. You know what I mean? Like Rylai's isn't as big of a priority because you're not running cheap shot. I think cheap shot or the other one is fine, but I don't really care. That's not the reason we're losing, remember? So, once again, just protect Lucian whenever you can. Just if you can't. What I mean I can't walk is like he could not advance forward. Oh, this is a free pick. Don't ult for that. Do not ult for that. Save your ult for defense. Like it was a free pick. Just let it be free. Terrible decision making by her part. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Threaten Baron. Oh, top lane has to be answered. Fuck, you guys can't threaten Baron. If you guys make another pick, you guys can. This is so dangerous. Charm. Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Excellent. Lucian might be dead, but that's fine. 1Q, good. Go mid. It's probably game. It's actually game. Renekton cannot defend if you land the charm. Wait for him to dash, then charm. Don't charm him immediately. Wait for him to dash or walk in proximity of Pantheon or Garen or whatever. Just focus on ending, but I'm pretty sure you end it. Yeah, it's probably game if he doesn't respond. Yeah, he doesn't respond. Okay. Rough game. It's fine. GG. Good job.
Oh my god, I'm horrible.
So rough game, but you played it slow. You played it steady. It's how you win. Like you don't get flustered. You don't get over flustered. Do not lose your sense of ability to play the game. Like I do, and the only reason I do is because my game is solely like you're a solo laner. You don't have to depend on everyone else, but in this case you do. I have to play support and I have to defend on another person. Like I truly have to defend like
Mm-hmm.
my 80 carry at all times, and they're retarded most of the time, so I get frustrated. I'm gonna stop the recording, and then I'm gonna
Yeah.
begin screen sharing on my end. So give me
Yep.
1 second. So let's screen share here. Turn this on. Screen quality is like this. It's like I'm streaming or something. Okay. Let me pull off the OBS recording itself. And then I'm gonna show you something that you did at 3 minutes because I have that written down, and we're gonna go over
Hello.
little
How?
parts of the game.
All right.
So this is my screen. Okay, let's go 3 minutes in game. This is the first part. So 3 minutes and 7 seconds. Something I noticed is that what did I notice? Like why did I put this here? Okay, so when you go for it, yeah, you queued. You can just easily just last hit. Like just wait for your CS to be like as low as possible, and then just take it. Like right, and then what did I do? Oh, why did I tab this again? There had to be some reason I tabbed this. Maybe it's because I wasn't watching you last hit properly, and then I said you should probably just last hit properly. Or did you take some? Ah, alright, so this trade, you pop the pot. I would have suggested that you use, okay, this is fine, right? But I would have suggested you not use your pot and then just use this to heal up instead. Then deem it worthy whether or not you should use your pot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, just be patient on that part too.
Yeah.
Because you're fine. Like your health is fine. You should be paying attention to your opponent. Like something you didn't do was you didn't tab to check his CS actively, and you didn't tab to check his resources properly. Like you should be checking how much CS he has, because if he has more CS than you, yet you are still pressuring him, it means you aren't pressuring him well enough. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Like if you aren't pressuring your opponent well enough, there isn't any reason for you to back up and play Ahri the way you're currently playing him. If you're pressuring it like this, she is a lane bully against Zed for the first 3 levels. You should take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Here, did you deem I deemed that the precision tree was not very helpful compared to what the resolve tree's defensive capabilities with the bone plating and second wind could have done for you. If you had second wind when you took that trade over there with the electrocute, when you know when he shurikened you, and then instead of using a pot, you would have been fine. Like you wouldn't have to use a pot. Know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You would have been fine, like more than fine, just completely unfazed by his damage. Um, and then you have to factor in other stuff such as
So
his
you
ability to
said
go
bone
aggressive.
plate and what was the other one? Chrysalis?
No, second wind.
Second wind?
Yes,
Okay.
second wind is fine. Second wind means that when you take damage, you will regen. It's like a mini Doran shield in a sense,
Yeah.
so you're fine. That's what I would have recommended you take instead of anything else. Um, I don't think you should go for wild charms. Like sometimes you drop a wild charm and then like it just comes. So here, oh yeah, this is another part. Notice that like when you see the Rengar up top, this is where map awareness comes into play, and you have 2 wards, so you should have been able to deduce this simply with using your wards. So walk up here, right? Just look how he's moving, left, right, left, right. I'm trying to dodge a charm. Then he stops because you back down. When you back down, he's realized I can continue to walk in a linear pattern, aka a straight line. You don't want
Mm-hmm.
that. Instead, just drive him into the corner. If he keeps walking to the corner, throw the charm. Like just throw the
What
charm the closer you get to him, because it decreases his probability of dodging it. Then
What do you
try
think of maxing W on Ahri? Because I sometimes do that versus like Yasuo, Zed, and Talon.
I don't think it's fine against Yasuo simply because he has that wind wall ready, so you can just block it. And
Yeah.
where's your wave clear? Like, you know
I
what I
don't
mean?
want to wave clear in that situation
I
because
mean,
they just want to kill me. So I'm like,
right,
let me
but
just hide under tower.
even if you don't want to wave clear, you can't siege. You will always be while you are always under tower. You have no way of like you have no way of you don't maximize Ahri's ulti and other abilities. Like you don't roam in that sense then,
Right.
because that will prevent you from roaming, and that'll always give your laners your opposing laners priority. And then it also forces you to be close to them, because the range of W is not as far as the range of Q.
Mm-hmm.
Am I wrong on that or right?
Your range is 425.
On W, right?
Yep.
So that
Your
requires you
range on
to
Q is 850,
So then
and your
that
range on charm is 1,200.
yeah, so doesn't that require you to walk a lot closer to your opponent?
Yep,
So then if
because
they're
they have to
melee,
come close to begin with, though.
right, but then if you're melee, then that means that they have the ability to land their skill shots too.
Yeah.
So uh you can't do that max. My thoughts are I say don't do it because
Hmm.
you are risking your life for some decent trade. Like the trades are decent, but you could just choose not to trade. You could just choose to not trade and just play safe and play defensive. Do that three-wave tactic that I told you about. You
Yep,
know,
that's
yeah.
what I was trying to do this game.
You have to shove at level 1, but you shove really hard, and then
Hmm.
afterwards there's more variables to take into play. You have to let it freeze at level 2. You remember when I said just be really patient on your last hits, and the reason why is because he will naturally push a lot harder because his damage is a lot higher. So take that into consideration when you um, play as Ahri. Just remember that the guy will push at a decent level, and then
Hmm.
yeah, your jungler may or may not be able to gank, but that's not up to you. That's up to him. Like if he doesn't want to gank, you can't fault him for that. Maybe it just wasn't the wave wasn't in a position where he could just jump in for free, or he can't walk around without getting dunked for free or something, or he dodges into tower range, or maybe he expects the enemy jungler to be there. There's a lot of factors, obviously, but just remember that just because you open yourself up to receive a gank from your jungler doesn't mean that he will take that opportunity.
Yep.
So instead, just do your absolute best to just play the way that you're supposed to play. With this ulti here, yeah, you just kind of, like I said, push the wave. Like the biggest goal is just to push the wave, make sure you have lane priority, at all times. And the reason why is because you should be ready to roam to your bot or mid. And then after that, when you start falling behind because of like little like mechanical errors, like when you died in the river, or
Yep.
like right here when you missed, like that was really ox. And then once you miss, he knew that he can all in you and do whatever he wants. He could just walk into the bush and then ult you if he felt like it, or jump over the wall and kill you if he felt like it, because he just gap closes. He could do anything that he desires because of the misplay. Um,
Hmm.
so instead, your best bet is to just again be patient, like just watch where they move and then shoot it. Muscle memory is gonna be into play. Like you don't have to think about the skill shot landing. Just toss it out and then just click for your next movement. Next thing is low econ style. Play it like a utilitarian champ, like a utility based champion, someone with CC to defend your players. While this was a victory, this wasn't really a it's not like an inherent victory for yourself. Like you didn't feel well coming out of that game, though you won. And yeah, that's gonna happen a lot. There are games where you're just gonna come out and you're like, man, I did not play very well that game. Yeah, we got the W, um, but that game was a more of a lesson to swallow pride. And even though you didn't show any traces of pride, there is some, in the sense that like there
Hmm.
are things that you did that are out of natural habit and instinct, such as going for kills rather than going for defense. Because at some points I know that if I'm Oriana, I know when to defend the AD carry, whereas I know when to go on the offense. Um, an example of going on the offense was when, well, not the offense. More of like not going on the defense is when I told you to peel, but you didn't choose to peel. Instead, you chose to do something else, which is go on the attack. We'll replay at that part, but we'll show you what I mean. Let's go through different parts. So first is like, you just need to put. The reason why I have to have you push the lane is because you're the only you're one of the only two champions with actual wave clear and isn't very destructive on your mana. Like you don't have your champion isn't a champion that like it doesn't take up too much mana for you to drop your wave clear. Whereas for Lucian, he is not building SS Reaver as you both saw. So if he uses his spells to wave clear, he will lose a lot more mana because he doesn't gain any back. You have a large base mana when you build your fucking Morellos and all that shit. So you're fine. Okay. So the next
Hmm.
thing is that you so let's pass this. I need to go to fucking Food for Less to get some pizza rolls for myself or something. I kind of feel like
That
eating
sounds
pizza right now.
delicious.
I fucking love pizza rolls. Here
Mm.
is where when the fear came out, you need to charm. You don't need to ulti right here. I told you I was gonna go over this. So this snare came in because she knew that you like. Well, the snare missed, right? But then you're cornered.
And I ulted in place for some reason.
Yeah, you're also cornered. So because you're cornered, you can't. you can't do anything, right? So
Hmm.
then she kind of ults, and then you can easily just ult downwards, like towards your tower, and then you escape. So you would have been fine if you ulted towards tower. That's what I would have advised you to do. And if you did that, it would have been completely fine. You would have been like Zed would have threatened his own life, and he would be low already. So like you're inherently gonna threaten his HP, possibly kill him, and then move forward from that part. So
Hmm.
like play safe, like no matter what, because the worst thing that you could do while you're when you're behind is to continue to die. Like you know what I mean? Like you just keep dying, and it worsens your situation. Like you need to stop. Like you need to
But
stop.
once
You're
you're
starting
at
to
a certain
fire.
point, aren't you not worth any gold?
That doesn't deter you from dying. You know that
Okay.
doesn't just because you're not worth any gold doesn't mean it doesn't excuse you from poor decision making or pretending that you're stronger or something. You know
Hmm.
it doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean?
Right.
Let's move forward from this part. We are going to go to the part where the peeling thing. So let's go over to where's that part where it was like really ox. Should be like right here. You're following Lucian, I think. No, yeah. You should be ready to defend Lucian, right? And then, yeah, he took some shit, but that's fine. And then he's like, oh, let me go top, maybe I can help them. Oh shit, one of our guys dies. It's fine. And then you guys are here. This is the whole defending thing. Then once you miss, he knew that he can get you. And then, you just try to escape as best as you can. Mechanical errors, but your team cleans up. And then, where did we die here? What was this? Oh, because this one was a wild charm. You just needed to either clear the wave or just not be here in the first place. It's one or the other. But then once you get catched by something, you die. Unnecessary death. Here was, I think, unnecessary death by Garen. Yeah. Then the idea of this was a siege. So then Lux ultis, right? But there's still creeps. Just, yeah. See this? This is enough. You did not need to do this. You did not need to kill him or attempt to kill him. Threatening his HP or charming him so that he gets low is fine. That's all that you needed to do. You don't need to go for crazy plays. You don't have the damage. You don't have the shoes. You have one item. He has two. And he has Maw. He cannot just die anytime soon. So you understand? Like just charm cube. Maybe throw a little W in there. That's fine. Stop. Idea is to get the tower. You guys got the tower. That's enough. Take the W. Move to the next objective. See the wave at bottom. Bottom lane. Go answer it. Watch top. Is there vision I need to drop down? Etc. Etc. Just look around for something else to do. But don't go for the kill because you don't need the kill. You've already secured the goal, the objective. The kills just help secure the objective, but even if you don't kill but you got the objective, you're fine. Alright. See, that was a victory, and then just take that, move on. This is fine, you're alive, not dead. I think this was a really good team fight, yeah, so you do your best to live, and your entire goal is to just keep Lucian alive. Your eyes should be ready on Lucian, and this is a turnaround, so you should still be looking at Lucian and what's happening. Right here, when you did this ult RQ, it was actually a very good one because it forced this flash, but also because they have no room to dodge because their eyes are over here, not over here. So they don't look at themselves, so then you deal a ton of damage to them. But you should save your charm. I love how you held your charm long enough. Yeah, see, and he walks forward. Yeah, you missed, but that's, fear. Maybe he walked backwards. I don't know, but like, whatever, right? Like, it's fine. He
Hmm.
dies, it's fine. He goes forward, follow, get ready. Like, just stay at a safe. This is a safe distance. This is like what we call tethering. You're right behind him. You aren't like there to like. You're right behind him. You're not in front of him. You're ready to defend him. As soon as your cooldowns are up, but you're ready to defend him. You just don't allow him to get hit. So he's trying to build up fury. He's at 100 fury again. Throw your charm as much as possible. Once he dashes forward, just try your best, and I mean, yeah, you got the quadra kill, you know?
Hmm.
So just be aware that, like, that part was more of like an awareness, like, you're aware of the following, your positioning, that's the first part. That if you even thought about flashing over to do anything, right, you would die, because all he has to do is just WQ you, and he just W's, clicks you, and then and then he gets closer to Lucian, if he E's on top of you, he gets closer to Lucian. So you automatically give him the double jump. And yeah, Lucian may or may not have been able to clean up. I don't know. Like it's hard to tell because he just bought like he didn't have heal at the time or something, or maybe there's another factor. Maybe he's on cooldown. Maybe he can't auto attack. I don't know. A lot of factors in, but then you would have inted for free, like it's a free death, and then it gives him morale. Because then when you lose a team fight or win a team fight, you think, oh, I actually turned out that we went 2 for 2, 2 for 3, 3 for 3, whatever, right? You want to give them as less morale calculations as possible. Because if they say like, oh man, we killed only one person, and then if they killed you, it's like, oh, we killed two people, it's not that bad. Play it slow and we can win this game. Like putting that into their perspective makes it so that they have a chance to win, because they're gonna stay positive. But you try to break that by not dying, it tilts them. That's the idea behind not dying so much. I think this is the part where you decided to play aggressive rather than defensive. I think. Let me find out. You remember this part, right? Like there was a part where, not that. It's when Rengar decided to jump over. He dies. This is not your
Yeah.
fault. Like that's just fucking retarded. Um, Yeah, here's the Rengar ult, and you're like ready for this shit, and then like they're gonna try to charge. Don't throw a charm until you see the Rengar. Like you don't need to charm the MF. This is fine. He flashes out. What a joke. That's a fine ulti. And then do your best. Do your best. Right here, I remember this part. So you chase this guy down. You don't need to. He already shadowed here. He only has to come back here. Just let it be. Like you dodge the shuriken, sure, but like there's a chance you could not have dodged it. There's a chance he could have flashed back on you. E auto Q. Like there's so many things he could do to kill you right there. There's no reason to like hard push him out of the way. Just be patient on that part. Renekton ult here. Don't ult, like you. I'm glad you didn't charm. This part right here is where I remember that you died here, and you had
Mhm.
flash. Theoretically, you can just wait right here, and I said keep your eyes back here, because then one of those guys is gonna chump. There's only one way they can go in. You just need to throw a charm when you think you can land it. And then if they threw the shuriken thing, just try to flash away or get away from it as soon as possible. Don't focus this, because you have three other people focusing it. You can flash forward and dodge his shurikens and still hit it, because Rengar can't get to you because he already flashed. And then you kind of just die because of electrocute here, so then it just becomes a meaningless death. Whereas you could have died in a later sense, but you could have helped more.
Mhm.
Being alive as long as possible and providing as much help as possible is very key.
Right.
Yeah, what I'm saying doesn't it makes sense, so that should be fine. And then I think Lucian goes ham here or something. Oh yeah, and then the side waves. I already told you about the side waves. Like I told you, like when you push the objectives, like I think it was like right here, like you guys take the W or something. Like maybe push a wave out or something, or like he goes hard, right? And then like you could just chase, or you don't have to chase, blah blah blah. And then just stop and recall, and then just answer the side waves. Just push this wave out. This way, the super minions have a way to charge into the base and threaten them. And then I could have sworn I told you to recall, but maybe that was a different era. I remember this. This was a fight at the top, and then I told you should join them. Be ready to assist your team at all costs. Don't kill the ward. And then right here, I would have charmed her, because it would stop the ulti. But then
Yep.
the charm lands on Lux over here, which is fine. I mean, like it happened to be. It was coincidence, but that's I mean that's fine.
Yeah, I just hit my
I know.
buttons
I
in the
saw.
wrong order.
I
I'm
saw.
like, damn it.
Remember, survival is the most optimal. So like the fact that you had 7 deaths, as demoralizing as that sounds, I mean, it's better than dying 9 or 10 times. I had a 412 Ahri that I had to play with. That's like a different story. It's completely
Feels
useless
bad,
player.
man.
So dumb. She plays so poorly too. If he charges, he charges. He doesn't, he doesn't. And then just go bot lane. Remember, you never let sideways crash. Try your best to like answer them whenever you can. Back up.
Mhm.
Move towards your team. It's part where you move towards your team, because like Lucian might be targeted and attempted to be deleted, and then he attempts to be deleted. And your team gets him, and then you try to corner them. Blah blah blah. Should be dead though. You should water that bush a lot sooner though. I told you about that. And then just do your best here. And Lucian comes in, just keep your eyes on Lucian. Make sure he doesn't go too ham. And then ward that bush, like I said. Yep. Because that bush is pretty important because you don't know if they're gonna flash or like do anything crazy over the wall or something. Always be aware of that. Twitching at the side lane. Is this the, what was this? Baron fight or something? What was this? Yeah, they wanted to start Baron, I remember this. And then you landed the skills, and then, yeah, you stayed alive, and this is the where the team fight was like huge. Then you just have to keep your eyes on Lucian. Be ready to watch his flank and his forward, and then like when the Ahri like and when the Lux and her combos go through, that's where you could just stop for a little bit. And then if it's a bad fight, just don't take it. Just stop. Like if he decides to go hard and chase them all the way to base or something, you can't follow it because you're not strong enough to. You're not gonna be able to tank it. You know, just take the back, just take the W, take the L. You guys lost 3, you got 1. Not worth it. It all started because you got caught, but then like at the same time, they also took a lot of damage from Baron. You guys could have just baited the Baron and then shot some skill shots and it would have been fine.
Hmm.
This game was mostly about patience in the sense that you need to wait for them to jump in and then you just stop them in their tracks. I understand that Ari's charm does not stop dashes and shit. That's not what I mean by stopping their dashes. I mean like
Yeah,
stopping
I
their
wish it did. That was
I,
such a
I,
nice
I
skill
mean it in the sense
expression.
that you're trying to stop their advancement. Like they're attempting to move forward in order to kill the backline. I want your ideal play to be I'm gonna prevent them from walking forward anymore by putting a stop to their
Hmm.
tracks, like by charming them. And you already know the priority target's the charm. It's quite obvious, right? Like
Hmm.
it's those guys, Zed, Renekton. And the other way you could stop another advancement is stopping MF from doing anything. That's pretty much another idea. I think you make it here in time. I'm not sure though. I don't remember. Where's the part where you guys fight and then you like? Yeah, I think this is the fight. So you're coming right, and then everybody's like, okay, let's chill out, chill out, chill out. Nobody's dead, and then everybody's pinging on the way. You should ping that you're on your way too, um, to let them know that you're coming. The other thing you didn't do is time flashes very well. I forgot about that. That was like the 17-minute one.
Hmm.
Just do that so you know that Zed doesn't have anything. Here, yeah, I remember. He dashes forward. When I said that, I was like, oh shit, this is bad. Recuperate with him as soon as possible. Don't go forward right here. Just because there's a kill here. If he gets it, he gets it. Like don't chase for it. This right here is more important. There's 2 people charging towards him, but you went forward and then try to kill here instead of defending it. He dies because of this auto. Yeah, your charm doesn't stop his auto attack, right? Because he can't be stopped, or because your dash doesn't do anything, right? But when he lands, like you'll stop his advance. Like just try to put that into consideration. You don't need to kill the Lux so immediately. Like it's not a priority. Whereas saving Lucian was more priority because he's the most fed member of the team. Just don't forget about that. That's
Hmm.
why I said it was awkward because if he dies, it kind of spells trouble for you. And now you can't siege when he dies, so instead you kind of just take the whole welfare check shit and just go bottom because you have to go bottom because you can't go forward. It just kind of it becomes rocky, in which this is where like you could have taken in the inhibitor if Lucian was still alive, but he would have died anyway because one person would have I mean like one person would have gotten him, but it's just that it would have been a cleaner victory. Do you understand?
Hmm.
Yeah, it's all about minimizing what you it's all about minimizing what you lose, maximizing what you gain. So try your best to gain as much as possible while losing as little as possible, and that
Hmm.
includes like winning a team fight for your team while losing one person, whereas instead of losing 2 people, that's a win. Like that's a +1. You know what I mean? Just try to
Right.
take those into consideration. And don't be lazy about it. Like really, when I say defend, like actually do everything in your power to play like defensive. Don't change because that was what was demanded of you at the time. Because do you think that you had the ability to kill Lux whether or not you had another flash or not? Like you could have gone ham for 2 more dashes straight in there and tried to kill the Lux, and then great, you got the Lux, right? But then what comes out of it? A dead Lucian and potentially a damaged Garen. This is a very awkward ult. I remember that. And then this is the part where I think this was a big team fight. Then you got what you could, and then you ding. That was a very good Zanya's. And then you have to, yeah, you try your really hard. I would have R flashed, to be honest. I would have R flashed, not flash hard. That's just my opinion, though. The reason why I would have R flashed is because I don't know. I just feel like my fingers would have done it a lot faster.
Right.
Flash Ring means that you flash and yeah, you get out of the damage, but then your R has an animation. Whereas the other one is like the reverse. You can cancel the animation mid-flight. I think the strength of your Ahri lies in your ability to just try to control waves. Your laning phase is decent. It's just that your post laning phase is like really rough if you're not ahead. When you're behind,
Yep.
you have to change your place. This is the whole idea of mid lane. It is adaptive. You aren't
Hmm.
adapting. This is bad. So like me teaching you how to do this is I think it's new because I've never seen you behind this badly before. But it wasn't even
Yep.
that bad. Like the thing is like it was a winnable situation in which you just had to defend your Zushi and that's it. You're basically playing Orianna but in a sense that you're playing a
Right.
different champion, or you're playing Thresh you're playing my style of Thresh in the defensive aspect.
Hmm.
I play defensive supports and offensive supports, but I played them in different manners, in which it's like a back line, a front line that should be I'm playing a front line that is being played in the back line. If you can get what my gist is, I'm playing a tank in
Yes.
the back. In the sense that they will not cross. Instead of me initiating, they just don't cross my team. Yeah, this was the victory right here. So, like I said, this is where the game ends, like straight up, because Redacted decided to push top. Lol. Um, Straightforward. Just if you are behind, work on trying to see if you're just play around your leads. Excuse me. Play around your strengths, not your weaknesses. Your
Hmm.
weakness is yourself. Therefore, look around the map and start roaming and looking for opportunities for you to capitalize on. This includes other players. So Lucian was ahead. As soon as he was 4-0, that right there is like, I got him. He's the person we're defending. It's game if we just defend him for the entirety. Notice that when he dies, you can't siege, you cannot advance, you cannot take anything unless they're all dead. In which case that did not happen, right? Um, you could not do anything. You could not advance. You could not do anything if he wasn't there, etc., etc. And so it just became kind of grody. So instead,
Yeah.
I advise you to just
It,
focus your time on being
hmm
ready to adapt to the next situation.
And work
Um,
on having a rune page for each game, pretty much as well.
well, yeah, that idea of that is to the idea behind having it like that is it's just to like you're always adapting, like Ari could
Hmm.
take electrocute at times, Ari could take other stuff at times. Just
Airy,
you could be
phase rush, glacial. I'm
Airy phase,
weird.
yeah, phase rush, yep. Glacial not so much. I don't deem Glacial that much. You don't
Uh,
auto attack as much as you think. That's why Lich Bane isn't as good. Whenever you do, it's kind of bleh. Um,
I just like phase rush though. Kite
yeah,
Ari is fun.
phase rush is fine. I mean, I'm not against it. It's fine.
Oh, yeah.
I advise don't just don't take like really like awkward masters like I don't know fucking
Conqueror Ari.
shit like that. Yeah.
I actually
Be
have
ready
done
to
that in the
adapt.
past.
Be ready to adapt on the go. Um, and just try your best to again work on your strengths. So don't flake around with your things. Make sure you remember your timings. You're not timing things as often. I went over this last time.
Yep.
There were only a few instances, but when you see it like happen, just kind of do the timing. Don't be lazy about your timings. Because it can mean it can mean a secure gank for your team. That's gonna guarantee leads. Also, when you see
Right.
that bot lane's undergoing chaos, pay attention to it. Again, that's the reason why you should be paying attention to it is timings. So that's another very important thing. Like when they were fighting bot lane in the at the level 1, you could just quickly scout by using the F5 key and just scout your support and see if they burn anything. Remember when I don't know if you were watching the replay, but or I mean I don't know if you were watching bot lane. No, you weren't watching bot lane, but I was looking at the map and I saw that Pantheon was ganking bot lane. Like maybe you could take a look at it, you know, like scout like, hey, what's going on? Are you guys fighting or not? And then just press spacebar to like center your camera again. Just something really quick. It's not like
Right.
it doesn't take up like an hour or something. You know, it doesn't even take 5 seconds. You just scout and watch. If your eyes or camera happen to catch a flash, it's a victory. And then you could also see what they're doing. You know, like maybe level advantage, etc., etc. So just do your best on that.
Okay. I'm gonna go get some coffee now because I'm half asleep actually.
It's fine.
Uh,
All right.
yeah. All
I'll
right.
see you next time.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Catch you
See you
around.
next time.
Good luck. Alright guys, that was my coaching with Ahri once again in actually mid-plat to be honest. I haven't done coaching in a while. Feel free to message me whenever you get coaching. If you want coaching, I have social media at Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Discord, etc., etc. So I'll be fine. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.